What's going on, people? It's the one and only Polaris speaking. I find it funny these days. Most people are borrowing money, have a credit card, or are currently paying off loans. And I want to ask why. Are we being programmed into doing this? Or is it just human nature? And I hear it time and time again. Yo, I'll just pay it back later, yo. Yeah. And then you're $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in debt. It is a nightmare owing money. I'm telling you, people, a wise man once told me, never get a credit card. It's only trouble. And I totally agree with him. I will take my hat off to the people that use credit cards for emergencies, though. I think that's what it's meant for. But that's just my opinion. See, I'm a person that prefers to have the money before I buy the things I need or want. That's the way I've always been. But I'm sure I'll have somebody say that I'm immature because most people borrow money to pay off a house, buy a car, or go to school. And I'm asking, why does it have to be that way? Is it because that's what our government practices? No wonder they're in so much debt. I'm almost thinking that it's like a fad these days. I had a friend that had a couple letters from the city on his dresser, and he was, I swear, he was like proud that he owed money for not paying bills. I don't know. And my sister's that way too. She spends all of her money and ends up borrowing money from all my family members. Except for me, of course, because I'm smart. I don't lend my money out to people that will not pay it back. Right now, my mom owes me $400. Yeah. It's, sister had to go back to school and she was low on money. So she needed to borrow some money from me to buy back to school stuff. Of course, I'll help out my mom, and I can trust my mom. Some people can't trust their moms. But I don't want you guys to think that I'm calling for a ban on credit cards or loans or anything like that. You know, if you would do that, that would not solve the problem. I think what you need to do is teach people to save their money and get into a habit of having the money and to pay for their things. Because I'll take my dad for example. I'm not going to say how much money he was in debt, but pretty much he had to cancel all of his credit cards because he was getting into trouble with the shit, and now he has a shit ton of bills to pay, and he has to live check by check, and I don't want to have to live that way. You know, you have to wait. If you do it my way, you have to wait. If there's like, you know, I don't know, like a TV, like a TV. You want to get this TV, but you only have like $500 and you need another $300. You're going to have to wait. But what if you can't wait? What about if you got in a car accident or something happened to you and you had to go to the hospital? Now you got a whole bunch of bills. That's why insurance is important. That's why it's important to save your money. I have money on reserve in case if I need that money in the future. It's not a lot, but at least I have it there in case. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. But it is better to be prepared than to be sorry. See, this proved to be very true in my case. This one day I was at work, and this hottie came up to me and asked me if I needed any help. She said that she would help me if I bought her a Coke. And of course, like a dumbass, I didn't have any money on me. So she went back to her work area and somebody else bought her a Coke. See guys, because of my lack of preparedness those many years ago, I could have got some poontang that night. Shit happens. I'm sure something like this has happened to somebody else before, and I'm sure it'll happen again. But I'm going to tell you, I learned from this mistake. And I hope you learn from the mistakes I made before. You never know what's going to happen. I can't stress anymore how much it is important to have a little bit or a lot of bit of money tucked away. Who knows? It may get you that HD TV you always wanted. It may cover an unexpected bills cost. Or it might get you some pussy. If you have any stories of your own, please leave them in the comments section. I will check them out. That's it for now. Until next time, Polaris out.